Hey gang, Jamie Aston. I'm in the kitchen this morning and I'm putting away dishes, and as I was putting away some of my knives, I noticed something and I began to question it. I started doing just little tiny experiments. So I wanted to make a quick video and see what you all thought. Now here's the situation. I have a multitude of knives, and one of the most important things in the kitchen, if you're you want to have a good set of knives. I have a mixture of good and decent knives, or good and bad, or okay and bad. I'm not sure. There are more chefs and people who know better than I do. But let's just go through. I mean, this block is Wusthof, so I have a few knives that are Wusthof. And I have a few, I don't even know what kind of steak knives those are. And then I have a few other knives. So I'm going to go through an observation. See if you all can kind of pick this out. That was a steak knife. Cuisinart. Okay, here's a cheap Hampton Forge. I can tell by the way it looks. Just kind of take it out and you just kind of hear something against the wood. I'm gonna go to a Wusthof. You hear that? Sounded like a sword. Here's a Calphalon. You hear that ring? Go to another Wusthof. That's a bread knife. Okay, we'll go to a larger Hampton Forge. What? Just sound flat. If you're in music, it just sounds flat. Now, one of the things, when I say a good knife, you want a knife that's going to be sharp, and you want the doggone stay sharp. It's terrible to try to cut something and you have a knife that is not sharp. So I'm always sharpening up some of these knives where other knives I'm not really always sharpening up. This is a Hampton Forge. It says it's made in China. You hear that? That's the steel. Chinese steel. You hear that? Knife always goes dull. Here's another Chinese steel Hampton Forge. You hear that? Let's go to that steak knife, Cuisinart. You hear that? We're getting better. This is one of my better knives. Still not great though. Let's go to the Wusthof. What is that? You hear that? You hear that? German steel. Here's another German steel. And like I said, even the bread knife. Am I on to something? Am I on to something? Look at that. Look at that. You hear it? You hear that ring? Just coming out of the wood block. A good knife versus a bad one. Look how dull, look how flat that sound is. I mean, it's not sharp at all. It's not sharp in sound, and it's definitely not sharp in application. So I ask, am I on to something? Does the sound of a German stainless steel knife compared to at this point a Chinese stainless steel knife, does that actually ring a bell in sound, not only sound quality, but quality of knives and the quality of the knife? Am I on to something? You all have any comments? You have any questions? I don't know if I can answer the question unless you're asking about my test right here that I performed in front of you. But if you have any comments or insight to this matter, please leave a comment. Please do. I want to have a discussion about this. I guess I might do even a little more research, but just so you all see it again, because I was, you know, that's the bread knife. I was doggone impressed. Japanese Santoku. Woo. German steel. These other Santoku. Oh, this is not. Woo. Wusthof. Where is it? I want the larger one right here, just so y'all can see. It's not about the size of the knife, as you can see. No matter how long or short on these Chinese knives, they make no sound, and these things go dull very quickly. Stainless steel is not created the same. Thank you. Take care, you all.